Hi, how's everyone doing? I know it's been a little while since I've posted a new video. I just needed to take a little break. We had other things going on and decided after about a year and a half of videos pretty consistently that I needed a little bit of time off, and now we're back to it. Still do the 4 videos a week, but I might be doing it where it's more like 3 weeks and then a week off kind of a thing, just kind of playing around with it. But anyway, hope everyone's done well. I hope the end of your summer and start of your fall has gone great. I'm so glad it's finally nice and cool weather. So over the heat. And yeah, we've had a good start to it all. The hubby and I just got to go visit my mom, Geschäfti. We saw her and we got to go to the Hot Air Balloon Festival in Albuquerque. It was really cool. If you ever get the chance, you should definitely hit it up. All right. We're starting off this week with a theme. We're going to be doing pumpkin recipes. I know we did that last fall too. This will be different pumpkin recipes. And we are starting off with our entree of the week. We're doing pumpkin enchiladas. Let's get to it. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Kaitlin. That's me. Enjoy. All right, start off by chopping up our vegetables. We're supposed to do half of a bell pepper. I'm probably gonna do a little more than half of a bell pepper because we like them. Actually, this is all gonna be part of the filling. I think I might just do the whole bell pepper, but I'd still do half the onion because the onion's pretty decent size. So half to a whole bell pepper, depending on your taste. I'm gonna leave the onion. You can always do more than what I'm going to do, or less if you really don't like it, but onions, so yum. I'm just going to do half of it because you're going to see in a second. Actually, here. It's a large red onion. Large. So half should be plenty. This was kind of a small bell pepper. So just gonna chop it. You're gonna chop it to the size you want it. This is gonna be going inside your enchiladas. So what you want to do is get them to the size that you want. Then you'll set them to the side. All right. So that's gonna be up to you. Move them to the side till we are done. Check back when we are cutting up our onion. All right, so we've got our half an onion. And again, you're just doing this to the thickness and all that you would like for them. I get told by my mom, at least, that my husband and I like larger chunks than she likes. So I understand if you're looking at this going like, no, way too big. Whereas we look at it and we're like, delicious. So just kind of getting them to that size. Good bitefuls in our enchiladas. Oh, I forget. Red onions are definitely a bit more pungent than the yellow. But yum. All right, so we're just doing that. I'll check back when I'm done chopping this. We're doing our final vegetable. Or final vegetable that we have to chop. All right, next we're doing 2 jalapenos, and I'm going to be over the sink for it because I'm going to be slicing them and then deseeding them, and I need that to all just go immediately down the sink. But I'll bring back after I'm done deseeding. All right, so now we're just going to, this doesn't matter, these are going to get pureed, so we're just going to kind of thinly slice them so that they go better. We're going to set them in their own little bowl for that step. So yeah, but yeah, you definitely want them deseeded before you do that, because whew, the seeds add so much heat, and jalapenos are already pretty hot for a lot of us. I know other people can just, my husband can just eat them as they are, but I don't have quite that spice level built up in me. So we deseed. All right. Oh, and I will say, we have one more to just kind of slice and put on top as wanted. So just a heads up if that's what you feel like doing. I'm gonna get all these, and it would have been smart if I knew where the gloves were because I already worn those for the jalapenos, but I could not find them. I think they got moved and I don't know where. All right, one sec. All right, got some olive oil that's starting to heat up in our skillet. We're gonna add all those lovely onion and bell pepper slices. So tasty. And just a smidge bit of salt. Just a little bit of pepper. You always want to be seasoning at the different stages of your cooking. We're just going to let these get tender. Let's get them in there. Oh, you know what else we're going to add? It's not supposed to go in at this stage, but it can go in at a couple stages. If you know me, you already know. Just going to do a little bit of garlic. Because garlic makes everything better. And savories. I wonder if there's any like dessert that uses garlic. I'll have to look into that. Can't think of exactly where it would go, but it would not surprise me. Y'all already know. Onions, peppers, bit of garlic, bit of salt and pepper. Oh, if the smells could waft through the computer to y'all. So good. And it's just fun to do something a little different. Like, we've done other kinds of enchiladas. Why not do pumpkin enchiladas? Yum. But I hope, again, everyone's doing well. Oh, we did something fun. I mean, we're all pretty much still at home at my job. So I hope if you have had to go back or have chosen to go back, everything is remaining safe and well for you. And if you are still at home like me, I hope you don't go stir crazy, that you have hobbies and things that keep you nice and busy. Like I do the cooking. I also, love my puzzles and been decorating for Halloween. We're going to have a modified little version of our annual party this year. Thank you to the vaccine and all. But at my job, like I was saying, we did like a virtual call in. And some of us were wearing like our Halloween get up and stuff, and that was so much fun. I'm talking about like prior Halloween things we've done and kind of what we're doing this year. All right, we're just gonna let that all kind of finish saute a few more minutes. We'll check back. All right, and as you can see, I've made a little hole in there. And I'm sorry, I don't know if I mentioned that your oven's stovetop should be on kind of a medium heat. Medium low if you get worried about it going too soon, but not higher than medium. Right, now we're adding, oh, I got to get that off. Come on. Well, that was not as, sorry guys. But, we keep it real here. 16 ounces of chorizo. We're just going to be cooking that up and kind of chopping it as we go, because we're going to be spooning it all into our enchiladas. Yum. Just going to be cooking this up before we move on to our next step. So we will check back in a little bit. All right, just to see, doesn't that look so good? Oh, good enchilada filling. Turning the oven off, I'm going to cover it, move it back to that burner so it doesn't burn anything, and we'll get on to the next step. All right, Now we are going to blend all the rest of our stuff. So it's 8 ounces. Sorry, I know that was probably really loud. Of tomato juice. I'm actually going to get my scraper out. Let's get all our fun juice. All the tomato juice. And all the other ingredients. All right. A can of Rotel, which actually is just supposed to be a can of diced tomatoes and a small can of diced green chilies. But that is what Rotel is, so it's just easily subbed. And it occurs to me that maybe some of you don't have that. But in case, like, I know I sub it in a lot of stuff because it takes the place with simple ease, but that's always what it is. It's just because it's diced tomatoes and chilies. Yes. But if you don't have it, I am really sorry because Rotel is fantastic. And while it's actually just that, at least we're in my neck of the woods, if you talk about eating Rotel, most people assume you mean with, mixed with like Velveeta or Velveeta and cream cheese, or just cream cheese sometimes, where you dip your chips into it. But yeah. It's even on, that's even on like menus, just like Rotel dip. Way overpriced for what you can just make at home on your own. Right, oh, and I'm sorry, a whole can of pumpkin puree. Like we said, pumpkin enchiladas. If you are experiencing pumpkin puree shortages, I know that happened last year. I don't know that I've heard about it really happening this year, but maybe it is. I kind of pre-stocked my pumpkin puree, so I'm a little out of that loop. Sweet potato puree is always a good substitute. Very similar texture and taste. There are those 2 sliced up, de-seeded and sliced up jalapenos we had. All right, now all the spices. All right. 1 teaspoon of stuff. 1 teaspoon of cumin. 1 teaspoon of chili. About to do a teaspoon of, well, how much do I need for the curry? Okay, give me 1 sec. Doing a whole teaspoon of nutmeg. Sorry, I just wanted to rinse between, because that's a very different flavor. Right, and then be preheating your oven to 350. All right. Come on, cayenne. All right, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne, and I'm going to be rinsing in between these last couple too. Doing 1/2 teaspoon of cocoa powder. I got 1 more, but I'm going to rinse because cocoa's not going to go with that either. All right, and then 1/2 teaspoon of oregano for those. And our final thing to add to it, garlic. You can either do a tablespoon or a teaspoon. Y'all already know. Going whole tablespoon there, because it's just so good. So good. All right. This will be loud. I know. All right, we'll let that go. I'll check back when we're done letting it kind of pulse. All right. Now we're ready to assemble the enchiladas. First, we're going to put some spoonfuls of our sauce on the bottom, just a nice thin layer. Okay. Set that there. All right. Now we've got that mixture we've seen. Okay. We're gonna do some spoonfuls in there. I'm gonna kind of put it over there so we're not dropping stuff. See, we've got our nice spoonfuls of that in there. Yum. Want just a little bit of that sauce in there too, can't hurt. And then some of the cheese, which I realized I should have opened before I started filming, but y'all can go with it. I just know it. All right, and then roll. Do like that. Get your nice roll going. This one says to do it this way. I've always kind of done it the other way, but I think I'm still going to do that because it's just easier. All right, so just going to do that and fill this up. If there's enough, we'll do a second tray, but I'll check back when we're done filling up. All right, and it did make 2 trays, which was the hope. So that's awesome. So now we're going to do about half the sauce on this. We're just going to be spreading it because we're going to save the other half for the other tray. Spread that pumpkin enchilada sauce, love, all around. Don't know why I'm continuing to hold it. I think I have enough where I can do one more kind of spoonful. Okay. That's good. It's got like, it's not like an immediate heat, but then it comes, it's a nice balance. And then as much cheese as you feel like sprinkling on top. Y'all know my hubs. There will be cheese. All right. Do the other tray and then let me double check before I go quoting. All right, they're gonna bake in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna put them in the oven in a second and I'll check in with you guys when we take them out. And take them out now, but oh, look at those. They smell so good. All right, y'all. Bon appetit. Catch you later.